Welcome to a journey through the classic TV series, The Jeffersons. This groundbreaking show, which started in the mid-1970s, follows the life of George and Louise Jefferson as they move to a posh Manhattan apartment after a successful dry cleaning business venture. As one of the first TV shows to prominently feature an African-American family living the American dream, it broke new ground and won hearts with its blend of humor, societal observations, and memorable characters. The series is not just a collection of episodes, it's a source of inspiration and impact. Have you ever watched it and found yourself deeply influenced or inspired? Perhaps it gave you a fresh perspective on life, or maybe a particular episode resonated with your personal experiences. I would love to hear how this series has shaped or touched your life. Beyond its inspiring nature, The Jeffersons is known for its mix of funny, shocking, and even sad moments. It's a series that kept viewers hooked, wondering what would happen next in the upscale world of George and Louise. What's your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this TV series? Your stories and memories are valuable, and I would be delighted to read them in the comments below. Remember, every episode of The Jeffersons was more than just a show. It was a reflection of changing times and an icon in television history. The show started in the 1970s and quickly became very popular. It was one of the first TV shows to focus on a rich African-American family, giving viewers a fresh look at the American dream. The humor of characters like George Jefferson was memorable, and the show was known for dealing with serious issues like racism, class, and equality in a funny yet thoughtful way. Its fame led to a lot of merchandise, like books, clothes, and board games, so fans could enjoy the show in different ways. The show also led to several spin-offs and adaptations, showing its big influence on pop culture and TV. A key thing about the show is how it opened doors for future shows with diverse casts and stories. Its success showed that shows about African-American families could be widely popular, leading to a slow but important change in TV. Also, characters like George and Louise Jefferson became very well known. Their sayings and behaviors were famous and often copied, showing how much the show was a part of pop culture. The series also changed how TV portrayed interracial relationships and talked about moving up in society. The influence of the show is still seen today in different media, inspiring new writers and creators. It remains an important reference for discussions about race and class in America. In short, the series was more than just fun to watch. It helped change the TV industry, encouraging more diversity and starting important conversations about society. Its lasting popularity, seen in merchandise, spin-offs, and how much people love its characters, makes it an important part of TV history. The ending of the show was quite sudden, leaving both the viewers and the actors feeling like they didn't get a proper goodbye. CBS didn't create a final episode for the show, which upset the cast. Years later, the cast got together for a stage play to give themselves and the fans a better farewell. Sherman Hemsley, who played George Jefferson, was shocked to find out the show was canceled when he read it in the newspaper, showing just how unexpected the show's ending was. There were also some big changes in the cast during the show. Mike Evans, who first played Lionel Jefferson, left after the first season. The show had a hard time finding someone new for the role. Then, thanks to a TV ad, Norman Lear found Damon Evans, who took over the part. But this change didn't last long. After a few seasons, Damon left and Mike Evans came back for a bit. The show explained Lionel's second exit by having him and his wife Jenny break up and get a divorce. Another interesting character was Harry Bentley, who lived next to the Jeffersons. He worked as a Russian translator at the United Nations, which was a unique job that added a different perspective to the show. Bentley's kind and odd personality was a good contrast to the Jeffersons' life, making the show's story more interesting. In the end, the show had some unexpected twists, both with how it ended and with the changes in its characters like Lionel Jefferson. The sudden end of the show and the changes in Lionel's character are just as important in its history as its portrayal of an African-American family's success. In the landscape of television shows, recurring guest appearances often bring a unique flavor to the storyline. This was notably true in the case of Billy D. Williams, a well-known actor who made appearances on both this show and 227, another sitcom starring Marla Gibbs. His presence linked these two popular series, offering a treat for fans of both. The show's authenticity was partially shaped by the real-life experiences of its cast members. Zara Cully, who portrayed Mother Jefferson, faced significant health challenges during the series' run. Her illness, first pneumonia and a collapsed lung and later lung cancer, impacted her participation, particularly in the third and fourth seasons. Her health issues and subsequent passing brought a touch of real-life sorrow to the series, underscoring the reality that the glitz of television often mirrors true human experiences. Another significant change in the cast involved Paul Benedict, known for his portrayal of Harry Bentley. Benedict's departure after the 8th season was a result of his decision to explore other acting opportunities. His character's exit was creatively scripted, involving a diplomatic scandal that led to Bentley's relocation to Russia. However, Benedict's return to the series for the final 2 seasons was a welcome development for fans who enjoyed his portrayal of the quirky neighbor. These instances reflect the dynamic nature of television production, where off-screen realities like health issues and career choices directly influence the on-screen narrative. They also highlight the adaptability of writers and producers in incorporating real-life events into a show's storyline, maintaining continuity and engagement even amidst unexpected changes. In the first episode, called A Friend in Need, there was an important scene where Tom and Helen Willis, who are from different races, kissed. CBS bosses didn't want this at first, but Fred Silverman, who was in charge of the show, made sure it stayed. This was a big deal for TV at the time, as it went against what was usual and helped pave the way for shows to include a wider range of characters and stories. The main characters, Sherman Hemsley and Isabel Sanford, were in every one of the 253 episodes, making them a steady feature of the show. They helped keep the show consistent, even as the stories and themes changed. A small but neat detail in the show was the changing photo on the Jeffersons' desk next to their phone. This photo was different in each episode, showing Louise, George, both of them, Lionel, or Mother Jefferson. This added a bit of change and interest to the set and showed how the characters and stories were developing. These points, though they might seem small, really added to the show's appeal. They showed that the show was serious about tackling difficult topics, keeping the characters consistent, and adding little things that made watching more enjoyable. The show did more than just entertain. It started discussions and challenged what was normal in society, leaving a lasting mark on how TV stories are told. Marla Gibbs, known for playing Florence Johnston on TV, had an interesting career path. She got a chance to star in her own show, Checking In, where she played Florence becoming an executive at a hotel. This was a big step, showing the industry believed in Gibbs' ability to lead a show. But Checking In was canceled after just 4 episodes. Luckily, Gibbs could go back to her original role in the series. This situation shows how TV production can be flexible and how important it is for audiences to connect with characters. Rosanna Christiansen joined the show as Carmen, possibly to replace Florence. Christiansen's character Carmen spoke with a Spanish accent, which was different from Christiansen's real accent-free speech. Christiansen later became famous for her role in Dallas, playing a servant to the Ewing family from 1982 to 1991. Her move from the series to Dallas shows how acting careers can change and how roles in popular TV shows can lead to more opportunities. Sherman Hemsley, who played George Jefferson, shared a funny story about how he was cast. Before he knew about his role in All in the Family, which led to the spin-off series, he got a call from Norman Lear for a sitcom role. Hemsley thought it was for Sanford and Son, another popular show at the time. This mix-up shows how unpredictable TV casting can be and how actors often end up in unexpected roles. Isabel Sanford was the first black actress to win the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. Her win was not just a personal success, it was an important moment in TV history. It broke new ground and set a standard for future awards and recognition of diverse talents in the industry. These stories from the series, like spin-offs, casting stories, and breaking new ground in representation, show the changing nature of TV production and the lasting effect of the show on those involved and the industry.